morning. Here is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu announces Lagos State's willingness to partner Antigua and Barbuda on entertainment culture. Nigeria documents over 10,000 medicinal plans to boost traditional medicine sector. And the front in United States blames Rwanda army rebel groups for deadly strike on settlement camp. And in sports, Nigeria relay team begins quest for sport in 2024 Paris Olympics. And now the details. I am Mike James. Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brownie, says his country is ready to partner with Lagos State and Nigeria in areas of trade and investment. Brownie spoke during a courtesy visit to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the Lagos House Marina. He was accompanied by his wife, Maria Brownie, Ambassador Davin Joseph, among others. Speaking during the courtesy visit, Brownie said the key objective of his country is to strengthen the relationship between Antigua and Barbuda and Nigeria, as well as the Caribbean and the rest of Africa. Responding, Governor Sanwo-Olu said his administration will partner with Antigua and Barbuda in entertainment, arts, culture and technology. He said Nigeria cannot just sit back and be a developing country. It must take the narrative up. The Lagos State Government, through the Public Works Corporation, has intervened on a total of 2,702 roads, covering approximately 431.2 kilometers across the state. Also, the Lagos State Infrastructure Maintenance and Regulatory Agency, LASIMRA, completed 7 major projects since inception of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration, aimed at achieving Dig 1 policy in eliminating fragmentary and constant digging of states' roads and right-of-way by operators. Special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, who stated this while reeling out the activities of the Office of Infrastructure in the last 1 year, said from May 2023 to date, 172 roads translating to 177.93 kilometers have been delivered, while 253 active projects translating to 298.22 kilometers will be completed. Daramola listed ongoing road projects to include Okpebi Mende Link Bridge and approach roads, Etiosa Lekki Expressway Lagos, Lagos Badagry Expressway, construction of Omu Creek in Ibeju-Lekki, reconstruction of Old Ojo Road, Abiola Onijemo Link Road with bridge in Ifako-Ijai local government area, and Babafemi Dada with bridge, and Yinka Fulari Jamiu Lawal Shalom Academy Road Network in Alimosho. The special advisor pledged that all ongoing projects in Lagos would be completed before the expiration of the Sanwo-Olu's administration.
This administration has continued to deliberately invest in infrastructure as a critical development driver of the state's economy, and along the line, providing hundreds of jobs for Lagosians as well as bringing immediate and impactful support to communities. The Lagos State Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Office of Infrastructure, has the responsibility to plan and implement the state's policies on works and infrastructure development.
And in the same vein, special advisor to the governor on works, Adekunle Olayinka, who said 30 building projects have been completed out of 76 projects by the present administration in Lagos, appealed to the private sector to collaborate with the state government to effect key reforms in all sectors for economic growth of the state.
On this note, charge the organized private sector to leverage the greatest opportunity of the strategic position of Lagos State as one of the fastest growing economies in the world to be solution providers. As a state government, we will continue to maintain the available infrastructure and provide a conducive environment to accommodate growing and shifting population in Lagos State.
Our correspondent Adiola Akindele reports that the Special Advisor, Office of Infrastructure, highlighted some of the challenges affecting sustainable infrastructure to include flooding due to climate change, silted and clogged drains, as abuse, and appealed to residents to have attitudinal changes towards public infrastructure. Lagos residents have been warned against building on drainage channels and setbacks, as the government will not hesitate to take tough decisions to ensure a better environment. Speaking at the ongoing ministerial press briefing in Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos State, Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, also noted that the ministry would intensify its enforcement of environmental laws and rules while the government continues to build resilient infrastructure to tackle flooding. Wahab hinted that a plan is underway to provide 100 public toilets before the end of the year to eradicate open defecation, urged Lagosians to take ownership of the environment and expose those abusing the environment.
Over 200 kilometers of secondary collector drains and 50 kilometers of primary channels and concrete lining of drainage channels have been achieved. For the drainage maintenance, a total of 34 numbers primary channel totaling approximately 150 kilometer lengths were approved and executed under the maintenance dredging of primary channel program, spanning all the original 20 local government areas and effectively draining several catchment areas simultaneously.
Wahab noted that the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration is committed towards ensuring sanity in the environment with deeply rooted policies and programs. A fresh order by the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC) is set to create the Nigerian Independent System Operator of Nigeria Limited (NISO), leading to a split of the Transmission Commission of Nigeria (TCN) in the next 30 days. The order, which was dated 30th of April and signed by NEC Chairman Sanusi Garba and Vice Chairman Musliu Oseni, said within 30 days the TCN shall conclude the identification and mapping of the assets and liabilities for the system and market operation portion of its business and forward same to the Commission and the Bureau of Public Enterprise (BPE). The BPE shall then, through the National Council of Privatization, conclude the transfer of all the market and system operation assets and liabilities held by TCN and NISO. The new system operator, NISO, will be directly in charge of the network, especially the troubled national grid and other related market contracts controlled from Oshogbo, Osun State. And now to the rest of the stories. The Nigeria Natural Medicine Development Agency, NNMDA, has documented over 10,000 species of medicinal plants in its move to boost the country's traditional medicine sector. Director General of NNMDA, Martins Emeje, who spoke to fellows of the Africa Disease Reporting Fellowship during a visit at his office, said the documentation is a critical step towards harnessing the potential of traditional medicine in addressing the country's health challenges. According to Emeje, the agency is carrying out massive digital registration and documentation of traditional medicine and products by mapping out all the 774 local government areas in Nigeria to get the digital database of all traditional medical practitioners. And the Adamawa state government has confirmed the death of 42 people due to an outbreak of measles. Commissioner of Health and Human Services Felix Dangwame, who gave an update on the outbreak, said the deaths occurred in Mubi and Gombe local government areas. Dangwame gave the death toll of 42 out of 131 and 177 affected persons in the indicated local government areas. He added that local government areas in the state have been put on red alert as part of measures to avert further spread. And in some foreign news, the United States has blamed the Rwandan army and M23 rebel group for the deadly bombing of a displacement camp in the Democratic Republic of Congo. At least 9 people, including 7 children, were killed in a strike on the Mungunga camp in the eastern city of Goma on Friday. The U.S. State Department said the attack came from positions held by the Rwanda Defense Force, RDF, and the M23 group. Meanwhile, the Congolese army and M23 blamed each other for the attack. A spokesman for the Arab Congo's army in the region, Guliamwe Kaiko, said the strike had come in retaliation for earlier Congolese attacks on Rwandan army positions. President Felix Tshisekedi, who has spent several weeks abroad, will be returning to the African country this weekend following the attack. And over to sports news, the Nigerian relay team will begin its quest for tickets to all 5 relay events of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games in other countries at the World Athletics Relays, which begins today in Nassau, Bahamas. The 2-day global event will see 893 athletes from 54 countries vie for slots at the Centenary Games on Saturday and Sunday, as confirmed by World Athletics. The event serves as a qualifier for the Paris Olympics, with the top 14 teams in each event at the World Athletics Relays Bahamas 24 qualifying automatically for places at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. The remaining 2 places in each discipline will be awarded based on top list during the qualification period of December 31, 2022 to June 30, 2024. And that was our news at 10, but just before we go, please do not drive beyond specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961, and visit our website, trafficradio961.ng. And did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 78 persons and placed 12 under the Talent Development Program, TDP, a student loan program aimed at training young persons in tech skills and placing them in employment? Well, you can get more details on the Legacy Government website, and to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brownie, says his country is ready to partner with Lagos State and Nigeria in areas of trade and investment. Brownie spoke during a courtesy visit to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the Lagos House Marina. The Nigeria Natural Medicine Development Agency, NNMDA, has documented over 10,000 species of medicinal plants in its move to boost the country's traditional medicine sector. We also told you that the United States has blamed the Rwandan army and M23 rebel group for the deadly bombing of a displacement camp in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And in sports, the Nigeria relay team will begin its quest for tickets to all 5 relay events at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games in other countries at the World Athletics Relays, which begins today in Nassau, Bahamas. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olukboroku. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good morning.